Hey everybody, Scott Pierce here at Listings to Leads, and I'm going to walk you through how to generate 10 to 20 buyer leads for around 50 to maybe $70 and also blow up your brand. All right. So this is our weekly buyer PDF guide market toolkit. And the PDF guide this week is rent to own. Now you can use any PDF guide in your Listings to Leads account. There's about 35 of them for buyers, about 35 for. So what I'm going to walk you through today is going to work for all of them. But this one here I'm just showing you is rent to own. All right. Absolutely awesome guide. If you do rent to own in your area, this is a fantastic way, I think, especially in this market, to get some really good buyer leads. Some people, they're going to be able to qualify for a regular mortgage. All right. So they may not even need to do a rent to own, right? They may not realize that they actually can qualify right now, but for others, right, who this may be appropriate for, I think you're going to have a great client, make some money in the short term, but also have a client for life. All right. To someone that you are helping to get into home ownership. What a fantastic way. What a fantastic relationship to build with people in your local area. So again, yeah, this PDF guide is called Rent to Own. I'll show you where to find it in your account. And so what we're going to try to do now is use all the tools in Listings to Leads, the toolkit for this PDF guide, to generate enough traffic to that guide to where we're having great conversations. And I'm telling you, the 10 to 20 buyer leads that you generate here with this guide, like all the guides, are going to be much higher quality than your average buyer lead from a different lead source. Okay. And again, your brand is going to absolutely blow up. So this is the ad for the PDF guide Rent to Own. So beautiful looking ad right there. And whether you use an image or your own video, we default to Facebook lead forms. All right. It's really awesome because with Facebook lead forms, you're going to get their time frame. So in this case, I'll just say 3 to 6 months. Click next. And here we got name, email, and phone number being delivered to you, being dropped right into your CRM automatically. So whether you're using Follow Up Boss, Boomtown, Sierra Interactive, okay, KV Core, get those leads into your CRM, and the lead will be taken to a place like this where they can download the guide. They're also going to get an autoresponder from you as well. And in Listings to Leads, we do have email follow-up. That's actually pretty awesome, which I'll point out a little bit later in this call here. We're going to talk about doing social media postings. So these are postings to your business or community page on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram. You could put it on Pinterest, all right? And people click the post. They're going to go to a landing page automatically. All this stuff is automated for you, right? They name an email here, time frame to buy. And these lead forms are editable. I'll show you how to do that a little bit later in this call as well. We've got postcards, and there's a great use case for postcards. All right. I talk about them in every video. I don't mean for you to do a postcard for every PDF guide. I would pick 1 or 2, get 20 of them created and use them as I've talked about previously. And as I will talk about later in this video as well. I'm going to walk you through the landing page. All right. Because you can use this landing page anywhere you can put a link. All right. So you could conceivably put it on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, groups. All right. So there's a lot of great places, a lot of use cases for this landing page above and beyond what we're going to talk about today. All right. So and then I didn't show you, goodness, the email for your database. This is absolutely fantastic. All right. So I'm going to show you how to get this email out to your database. You're going to get people responding back to you. You're going to get people clicking it and going to the landing page. This email does go to the same landing page that the social media post does that we just looked at. And so you are going to I've had clients tell us that they get a 10% response rate from their database using this email. All right. They're getting more conversations than they've ever gotten before. The client told me they're getting a 40% open rate. All right. So imagine, right. And this is a very experienced client, was using other like Wise Agent in the past and other programs. And you typically get that kind of a low open rate for the most part, right? And this is just indicative of all CRMs. Well, he came in and put in screenshots in the mastermind group that he was getting a 40% open rate. So 40% open rates, 10% response rates, absolutely fantastic way to engage your database and probably hear from people that you never even heard of before, right? That they've been sitting in your database for a year or two. And as we send these PDF guide emails, right? So this week, maybe it's rent to own. Next week, it's going to be something else. Next week, it's going to be something else. That's why I do these videos every week, because it is the consistency of doing this that's going to allow people in your audience, right? Facebook, your database, different social media platforms, to allow them to raise their hands at the appropriate time by you staying in front of them. All right. Not you disappearing for a month and a half because you got busy and forgot to do this. All right. We want to make sure that we are consistent because people are raising their hands to buy or sell constantly. And we want to make sure that we are in front of them with value, right? So that when they are thinking about, you know what, we are thinking about buying or selling now, it's time to get active with that. You're the one that they're going to reach out to. All right. We've also got the short form video script. You're going to do a great video. I know you are. And the clients that are already doing these are getting great feedback on this as well. All right. Really good engagement because it's got a great intro. It's got a great call to action. It's got a great ending. So it's an absolutely great script. And we send those to you every week as well. And of course, as we said, this in 2023, we're going to start doing this for a buyer guide every week and for a seller guide every week. All right. We want to make sure that we are really pumping in the leads. All right. As it's getting a little bit tighter out there in most markets. So with that said, either sign up for your free listings to leads account, ask your broker to add them to your company account, or just log into your own account and click on the PDF guide tab right there. And we're going to search for rent to own. So I'll just click rent. And now from here on out, what I really recommend as you watch this video, go ahead and pause it as needed, do the activity, come back to the video, and let's get through this nice and easy. If you have any questions, of course, contact our support team. So with that said, we're going to work our way for the most part from left to right. And you can see all the different tools, and there's even a little drop down there. First things first, click the download. So let's download this in either English or Spanish as appropriate. Open it up, read the guide, make sure you are familiar with it, because what we're doing with all these tools, all right, driving people to the guide, is we are giving them something of good value, all right? But you are the one that's going to add the major value on top of the PDF guide. So read through the guide, understand it, and then start thinking in your head as you're having conversations with people on the phone, via text, via email. How are you going to ask the right questions and take that conversation further, all right, so that you can develop them into an actual buyer? So read through the PDF guide, become familiar with it. So again, that was download right there. And let's come over now to the far left and let's click on add, create ad. And we got both English and Spanish. The ad, the guide, everything is in the language that you select. I will do English. Here you got traffic or lead ads. Just go with lead ads. Unless you're more of an expert and you kind of want to try something else, you can go with traffic if you want. There's pros and cons of both. But here, I'm going to get the name, email, and phone number automatically, along with that purchase time frame. All right. So location, and that's all you have to do. Just click publish. Now, I'm going to walk you through a couple of edits. What I would do, I'm going to change that 35 to 50. All right. And then change image video. You can select a different image to use. That's a real nice one right there. That blue, the rent to own process. And then right, unfortunately, behind this right here, it says free guide. All right. So unfortunately, that's getting blocked right there. The other thing you can do is use our short form video script, record a video. All right. Now, if you use a teleprompter app, right, we provide links for a couple that are really good, but record the video using our short form video script, which I'll show you again. And they'll save by default, typically in the vertical format, so that you can then upload that to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Do that, but then it will also let you save it as a square or landscape version. I might try the square version and then just save it as that format right in the teleprompter app. It's really easy to do. And then here's what's really awesome. You could upload the video of you reading the script and you blowing up your brand. Who are you, right? Especially if you're behind an image. The image is great. You're going to generate leads. That's awesome. But we want you to be the star of this, right? Because you are what is being sold. All right. At the end of the day, it is you are the one that's adding the value or not. So with that said, you can upload your video here where it says upload. I've already uploaded mine. Once you upload a video, remember I said earlier that you can create this video and it's evergreen. So you can use it 2 months from now, 4 months from now, 6 months from now. I can create this video one time for this guide and reuse it in multiple places, email marketing, social media postings, social media ads. All right. And the cool thing is when you upload it to Listings to Leads, it'll sit in your library, your media library, and I'll just select it and insert it. And now I've got a great video of me talking to my audience. All right. So either use the image, use a video, right? It's all going to work great for you. You can retarget leads. So if you got a custom audience, we got a lot of advanced options, which I don't recommend. And again, unless you're pretty much of an expert, but we've been doing this for so long, we know the settings, the tricks, right? The little things. And we've built all that into this. And that's why this is probably the easiest way to do Facebook and Instagram ads. And even I think our Google ads is absolutely tremendous as well, because we've been doing this for so long, right? We've been around since 2009. So that will get published to Facebook. There we go. So you can see that's going to send it to Facebook and Instagram for review. And then that should be live here pretty quickly. And I'm going to start generating leads with name, emails, and phone numbers, potentially within the first 30 to 60 minutes. All right. I've heard people, the ads get approved like super quick, like within a few minutes, and they're literally generating leads within like 10 to 15 minutes. That happens. So we got the ad. Let's come back. Now that opened up in a new tab. So I'm just going to close that tab. Now we'll close that. Next up is our email. Fantastic, fantastic way to pull buyers out of your database. And some of those buyers are going to have listings. So what a fantastic way, right, to get listings in a kind of a roundabout sort of way. So click on send copy. And this is the email. So all you have to do is click copy, go to your follow-up, go to your CRM, right? So it could be BombBomb, Follow-Up Boss, KV Core, Wise Agent, Boomtown, right? Chime, could be any of them. And just go to where you can create an email blast, ask for support for help if needed. And I'm going to put learn about rent to own options. So give it a title or a subject line, and then you'll be at your editor. All right. And again, all email programs, all CRMs have this. And I'm telling you, learn how to do this right now. It literally is so easy to do. And I always hear from people that, hey, I sent an email to my database and I, got some awesome leads, and they've been a client for maybe 2 months, 6 months, a year, and they finally got around to doing it. And the results are absolutely fantastic. Because here's the thing, you want to be doing this every week, right? You want to send one buyer a week. You're going to start sending one seller a week to your entire database. Because again, someone may be in there as a buyer, but they also own a home that they need to sell. Probably 30 to 40% of buyers are also sellers. So with that said, when you're in your CRM, just click the source button. In Listings to Leads, it looks like this, but KV Core, Wise Agent, right? Everyone's going to be just a little bit different, but find the source and click it. And then just paste all that stuff from Listings to Leads. And now you got yourself a beautiful email that I'm telling you is probably going to be, it'll probably be one of the top lead sources that you have, right? Even as a one-off, but especially if you keep doing it consistently. All right. This would be an absolute fantastic way where all the links work, right? You got the great image, a fantastic image. You're listening to the signature right there. I mean, talk about a fantastic way to start pulling people out of your database, both buyers and sellers. So with that said, in however your CRM works, typically they'll have either a send, a schedule. You can always send a test email, which I do recommend. So send yourself a test email, click every link in the email. Oh my gosh. Probably one time I forgot to send a test email, and that was the one time one of the links was completely wrong. And so of course, that's how it works. When you don't double check it, it's going to be the one time something is wrong. So I always send a test email to myself, and I will open it up on my email again, check all the links, make sure we're good to go. And then once that is done, then I'll click send or schedule. All right. And again, you're going to get people that are going to reply back to you. They're going to click the link. They're going to fill out the landing page, but it'll be absolutely awesome because the engagement you're going to get from this email is fantastic, as reported by a lot of our clients. So we got the ad, we got the email to our database, we got the postcards here. So let me just show you. So click download postcard and you got the front and the back. And I've already bought off the postcard. So here's the thing about the postcards. I would pick one or two of these guides, right? Maybe one or two buyers, or maybe one buyer to start and one seller, whichever one you think would be the best for your area. And I would print up like 20 to 30 postcards and keep them with me at all times. Keep them in my car, keep them in my office, right? Keep them with my laptop, whatever is appropriate. Because as people scan that QR code, they're going to be taken to the landing page. And what a fantastic way. You're out somewhere, right? You're not at a restaurant having dinner. It's kind of weird handing a postcard, but you could be at an event, right? You could be talking to someone at a kid's sports event. And if you have these in your car, right, on the way out or, during a break, because you know what, hey, because you're going to talk about real estate. And if you can kind of gear it towards the postcard that you have, because you got that postcard done because it was a great topic for your area, you can start handing these postcards out, all right, at a cafe, at a laundromat, right? All those agents with their little postcards taped to the cash register at the laundromat or the dry cleaners, right? But the idea is these postcards are just absolutely fantastic. So I don't want you to think I'm saying get 20 postcards for every guide done, because that would be ridiculously crazily expensive. But pick, one buyer guide to start, one seller guide, get 20 or 30 postcards created, and then just think of ways, right? Opportunities to hand them out to people. I think you'll really like that as well. And what a great leave behind, right? Even at an open house. I've had clients use these at open houses and people take them and scan them. All right. So a lot of great use cases for these postcards. Here's the landing page. So I think I did mention earlier, you can put this landing page on Facebook Marketplace. Do so from your personal profile. Facebook Marketplace does not allow business postings anymore. It could be in a Facebook group. It could be on Pinterest. You could put this landing page URL in a lot of different places, including Craigslist. All right. You can even put the QR code on Craigslist as well. How cool is that? And speaking of the QR code, right next to the postcard here is the QR code. I can download that. So again, Craigslist, any offline marketing, any print marketing that you've got, if you want to pause the video and scan that, you can go ahead and do so. And again, that mobile responsive landing page is going to pop up. So how cool would that be on Craigslist in an appropriate section of Craigslist? And again, think of all the guides that we've got. Right now, we're talking about rent to own, but the same idea, the same strategy. Again, this is why we do it weekly, because we never know what's going to make a buyer or a seller raise their hand. And so we want to constantly be putting these hooks out every week, all right, to be able to engage with the buyers as appropriate. So we got the QR code. I mentioned the landing page already. And then if you click more options, here are view PDF guide script and create social post. So I'm going to select view PDF guide script. And here is the script. And so there's some notes at the top. So go ahead and just read through this if it's your first time or you don't remember what's going on. We got a couple of links to the Teleprompter apps in both Google Play and iOS. And then we got the script for you right here. So here's what I would do. I would click either download or send with the idea of getting it to my phone, and then just copy and paste that script into your Teleprompter app. Super easy to do. Again, the link's right here above the script. And let me show you. So the email will come and look something like this. Again, there's all those notes. Here are the links, right? There's the App Store on Apple, Android. Here's that script. So on my phone, I just copy the script, go to my Teleprompter app, paste it in. Now, as I mentioned before, the default format for that video is going to be the vertical style that is perfect for you to upload to Instagram stories, Instagram reels, YouTube shorts, because the video will be under a minute long. I would also upload it to TikTok if you have a TikTok account. And that's going to be amazing, beautiful branding with you adding value. And again, the cool thing is it's about doing this weekly. Okay. So every week we're going to be doing this. As you record the video, at the end of you recording the video, save it, of course, and upload it. You'll be able to also say, like, resave it as a different format. Save it as a square format for use on a social media post, right? As we talked about in a Facebook ad earlier. If you use BombBomb, you could use that video in a BombBomb email, right? You could combine that email to your database with our script in a program like BombBomb and have even more compelling engagement piece. All right. Because again, it's all about people getting to know you. We want people to know, like, and trust us. Well, there's not much of a better way than being in front of them would be absolutely fantastic. That's where door knocking is so awesome. But otherwise, showing up on video with a great call to action, a great piece of value, and doing it weekly, right? Every week after week. All right. So we got the short form video script. We got that video out there. And then lastly, create social post. So click that. Here is the body of the section here of the social media. You'll see it do Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And LinkedIn, I got set up to go to both my business and personal page, but I can edit anything here that I want. Right, change all that stuff again with the video or the change image, and either just do post now or schedule. Super easy. Don't overcomplicate it. Now, the only thing I will say is a Facebook ad is going to be shown to a lot of people. So a lot of people are going to see the ad, right? The more money you spend, the more people are going to see it, and the more leads you're going to generate typically. The post is free, so there's no cost to that, but only people that are connected to your Facebook community or business page will see it, right? On LinkedIn, pretty much only the people connected to you on LinkedIn or Twitter, right? And so on and so forth. So where you can, as appropriate on the social media platform, is you might try to tag people so that it shows up on their timeline, or, they get a notification that, in this case, hey, Scott Pierce just mentioned you on this post, and they would go to the post, they would take a look at it, and with the idea of hopefully that they comment as well. So for rent to own process, for example, you could tag a contractor, right? Tag an interior designer, tag someone to say, hey, we have an amazing program for rent for people to buy a home, renting it first, right? Something like that. And so, Vince may be a contractor. He may be a carpenter. He may be someone tangentially related to real estate. And so tagging him is kind of easy. I don't want to tag a buyer, right? Hey, John, here's a rent to own program because I know you don't have any down payment. That's not going to be so great. But if we can tag someone that's kind of in the industry, I wouldn't tag a lender necessarily either. A lender is going to be like, who cares? Probably for the most part. So again, I know, handyman, people that are going to know people is where I'm going with this. What that's going to do is that's going to really get the Facebook algorithm going with it, because of that person then comes in, maybe they like your comment and then they reply to it. Now Facebook's going to go, oh, right, Scott and Vince are interacting and engaging with this piece of content. Let's show it to more of their friends, right? More of the people that they are connected to, because they might like it too. And that's how the algorithm game kind of works. All right. It's not ginning it. It's not tricking it. It's just, right, who can I tag that would, be more likely to come in and comment and thereby dragging in other people as well. So it's genuine engagement, but it's just thinking like, how can I be proactive with this versus just throwing something up there and hoping for the best. So hopefully that helps with you on the free social media post. And again, which there's tons of platforms. So, do it as you can on each of the platforms, and you'll get much better results than just doing kind of a post and forget strategy, which is what most agents do, unfortunately. All right. So We have now done everything. I think we've done the ad. We sent the email to our database. We downloaded it to begin with and we read through it. We thought about and maybe, got a postcard for a buyer PDF guide, whether it's this one or a different one. We got a QR code that would actually work really well on Craigslist and any kind of print marketing that you're doing. So I might, for example, put that image that I was using in my Facebook ad. I'm thinking here for a Craigslist ad. And then I would upload the ad image and then the QR code to Craigslist, right? You could do the same with Facebook Marketplace. Well, Facebook Marketplace, you could put the URL in there, right, for the landing page right here. So nonetheless, we've also walked through the video script and the social media post as well. So doing all of this stuff, you should be generating between 10 to 20 minimum buyer leads. All right, minimum. If you're in an area where Facebook leads are kind of expensive, you may want to bump up that $50 budget to like 70 or 80 bucks for the week, but that's really all you're spending money on. Everything else, well, and the postcards is free. So you might, and again, like I said, the postcards, that's kind of a one-time, well, I don't want to say one-time cost, but that's not going to be, again, you're not going to use, if you can give out 20 postcards a week and you're giving them to the right people and they're scanning them, good on you, then do more of it. Okay. But just in the beginning, just pick one PDF guide that you think would be best for your area, best for your business. And then start, again, like I said, start thinking about opportunities to be able to give them to people, because instead of just handing your business card, right? I know a postcard is bigger, but it's an action item, right? It actually has a great call to action, right? With the QR code right there, that when people scan that QR code, right, they're on the landing page. And here's the thing, this will probably get a 90% conversion rate if you're handing them to the right people based on the right conversations. So with that said, postcards can be absolutely awesome and an important part of the program. So any questions on this, let our amazing support team know. Get in the mastermind group. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know your success. And also let me point out real quickly here, we just went live with this like a day or two ago here called Share Your Success. If you click on that, you'll see here, how do you generate the great listing, just whatever kind of success you're having with the program. We want to hear it. And you enter to win a free month of listings to lead. So you don't want to miss that. So click on that, drop in your story right there, right? Let us know how it's going. I think you can even upload a video. Let's see there. Insert YouTube. Well, if you got a YouTube video, I doubt many people will, but if you did, that would be awesome. But yeah, tell us your success, right? Tell us what you did. Tell us what the results were. Tell us what your budget was. Tell us your feeling on it compared to other things that you've done in the past. We want to hear from you, and get yourself entered into that drawing for a free month of listings to leads. And let's get rocking with that. So with that said, if there's any other questions, let our amazing support team know, and we'll talk to you soon.